Hey friends, Coach Maria here. So I'm removing my daughter from public school and I'm going to share with you all what led me to this decision. Before doing so, I want to share with you or read something to you that I wrote down in my notebook. It says 46% of teens reported having intercourse. Teens being ages 15 to 17, I believe the report said. What stood out the most is the number. 46% of teens are being active, doing grown things, which I do not tolerate whatsoever, whether you're 15, 16, whatever, right? The reason I brought that up, or the reason I did research on that, is because one of the reasons that I've decided to remove my daughter from the public school is she came home talking to me about having intercourse. She asked me questions such as talking about head or fellatio. She asked me questions about I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to get flack for this video, but she asked me a lot of terms that had to do with being active, and I do not like it. I don't know what people teach their children. Now, I am a parent who believe in teaching the body parts. I have taught her body parts, the correct terms, the correct terminology. I have also taught her about men, the male body, and she has seen scientific photos of both body parts. You understand what I'm saying? But far as me having the talk with her, she's only 11 and I was not ready to have that talk, and it's still a talk I need to have. What the kids were doing that I had such a problem with is talking about it at school. One of the students even told my child about the adult site, corn with the P in the front. Drop the C, add the P. Do you follow me? That's major. My children, or my oldest daughter, does not have access to the internet. All of that is restricted in my household because I know what's out there. Even with YouTube, I saw her watching stuff with people twerking on one another. Now granted, in our eyes as an adult, that's cool. I mean, it's just a little booty jump, whatever. We'll keep scrolling on Facebook. Well, I know for me, that kind of stuff, I'm not aroused. It's just entertainment. But for a child, their little mind, the interpretation, I just decided to let go of basic YouTube. It does have kids YouTube here and there, but I just keep it to a minimum what she consumes. We have parental controls in this household. It's a lot of monitoring when it comes to the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? The conversations that were had, these fifth graders, amongst the fifth graders, it was just too much for me to handle. Even one of the conversations being that one of the children had a dream about my child and they were being intimate. After that transaction happened, my child did try to report this to a teacher, and in doing so, it was the first thing in the morning. The teacher was too busy for her and referred her to another teacher. My child was embarrassed. She was hurt. She didn't know what to think because, again, that kind of stuff doesn't fly in my home, and we don't just casually talk about that kind of stuff or look at it or have access to the internet. So that's one of the major reasons, just protecting my child's innocence. Okay. Number 2, it goes with the intimacy talk, the inappropriate conversations on top of the being intimate, just different terms they're using. You have children at school talking about their GAY, or they are a lesbian. Again, that's not gonna fly. Not anti or homophobic. That kind of stuff does not bother me. It's a lot of that that's in the fam that I've seen. But again, just children casually talking about, little girls talking about, oh, I like girls too. That's not gonna fly with me because you're a child at the end of the day. It's no liking right now in my eyes. Right now we're focused on school and being a child, not boyfriend, girlfriend, same sex, liking each other. No, that's not gonna fly for me either. Number 3, sometimes I felt as a black woman and a black child, I felt like it was me against the system, or me against the school, me against just me against them. I did not feel very much supported. Some teachers I did look up on, some of them who look like me, if you know what I mean, but sometimes I did not feel supported. I felt like I was shut out, and I always felt like it was me against the system, which is just, I didn't feel supported. And it's just something, I don't know if it was so much teachers, maybe it's just how the system is, it's just how it operates. I do want to do some more research on it and just look at the history of the public school system. I want to dive more deep into that, and I may do a separate video. Number 4, the school did not send the children home with homework. Now, I understand as a parent, I must work with the school system system to help with the growth and the knowledge and the learning of my child. Where I was coming in with an issue is I really did not know what they were learning. So when I did go and look for homework, or I did have workbooks, I did not know exactly what I was giving her. Although it was a review, but if it was not what they were working on in school and she had a test coming up, it kind of was pointless, because that's not even the information they were going to be quizzed or tested on. Or, you know, the standard testing in my state, they have the MAP testing. I'm not sure if that's where you all are. Y'all have that same test, but I digress. Homework. I felt like it was me against the system. I wasn't given the necessary tools to help my daughter improve. Another thing, now this goes with the veganism or the vegan in me. I did not like the food sharing that was going on. You may give your child the choice to eat what they want, or watch what they want, do what they want, go where they want to, but I do not let my daughter just consume what she wants or the foods. Again, she's always been anti-meat, no eggs, no fish, things like that. However, when it came to the yogurts and little things like that, she would be constantly asking or wanting the bad food. And I'm not one to buy bad food in my home, and I don't want her consuming that, because when it comes to her having a bellyache, or mommy, I don't feel good, mommy, what's wrong with me, oh my stomach, etc., etc., I'm like, what have you been doing, what have you been eating? And I'm left to deal with those consequences, and I have to teach her, hey, those are the things that you should not be eating. Sidebar, my youngest has not started school yet. She's entering the pre-K age, but when it comes to her, I don't know if she will be sent to public school. She might for the first couple of years of her life, but again, it's always hell trying to make sure she's not eating the wrong foods, or if the teachers are watching her, or the teachers are helping me with her strict diet. Lastly, I put a note here, failing our students, or just for the Black community, the dropout rate, the college rate. I just feel that there were things that my daughter should have known that she was not getting from the school. I feel like I'm starting back at square one, because I need to know and understand what she do not know, what I need to teach her, what level are we on, etc., etc. Now again, I'm not placing all the responsibility on the school, but for my child to spend 8 plus hours because she was going to after school, I just expected more. I wanted more. I don't live in a bad area. I don't live in a bad community. And honestly, I live right across the road from the school. There's no violence around me. So I would say that this is a great school. Now granted, there are better areas, just being honest. There are better areas in those rich neighborhoods, and those schools tend to be a lot better. I don't want to feel like my child is not given the right resources to excel in life because of where this conversation can get deeper and deeper, but I'm going to keep it on the surface. But as a Black woman with a Black child, it's really hard just trying to make sure your child has the best education possible. So I've decided to take into my own hands her education, and we're going to give it a try. I didn't know I would be vegan. I didn't know I would be a holistic babe. I didn't know these things. I didn't know that homeschool was another thing to add under my belt. However, it's just something I'm going to try. Worst case scenario, if I don't like it, we're struggling, and I just need the school, the help, then I'll send her and I'll try to supplement the best I can. But for middle school, 6th grade, I will be homeschooling my daughter. I will try to document this process. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've been doing a lot of research. I've bought her a curriculum. I've did a lot of things. Again, when I say I don't know what I'm doing, meaning I've never did this before. So if you are one who is thinking about homeschooling and you're able to try it, just try it and see where it goes. It may be the best thing for your child. But I'll go ahead and close the video here. If you have questions, let me know down below, and I will see you all in the next video.